Welcome to the Dynasty YT. This is your King Shay speaking. Welcome back to another episode of Grim Dawn. We're going to be playing, I think this is episode 7, part 7, right? Yeah. Alright, so, we left off actually way ahead of this, but I ended up getting a new computer, playing Grim Dawn and recording at the same time very smoothly. I also am live streaming now, twitch.tv/xshaytv, and yeah, you should go check it out. In this episode, I want to talk about, as you can tell by the title, changes that they can possibly do to the game, and also any improvements, or maybe also the good things that they're doing about this game. So, the very first thing is better indication of leveling. So, essentially, gotta focus here. What's in the improvements? Okay, so essentially, the only thing that you can tell, that you can see when you level, is like this kind of like this shiny, not even shiny, just like a explosion sort of around you. But the explosion isn't very noticeable because let's say you're fighting a group of mobs, like this, right? And you level in the midst of this. It honestly just looks like any other explosion. Like it could have been. You could probably easily mistake it for one of your animations or one of the enemy's animations. So a little bit better indication on that. And also you do get a sound to play, but that is not very noticeable either. So I think the very first like 5-6 levels of playing this game, I did not know that I leveled. Up until the point where I actually looked down here and I saw a number right here. So maybe a better indication of leveling, that would be very nice. So I think they should improve on that. Sometimes the skills aren't working. I haven't had an issue with that in a while actually. It was just in the beginning. But essentially what happened was, I think what happened was after you leveled or something, and then you put points into your class. Your skills just completely wouldn't work. Everything was blacked out and nothing worked, not even auto attack. Up until the point where you had to like click on your character window or like just click on any other one, even like even your map windows. So that's just a minor thing. Maybe it's just a bug or something that they can just easily fix up. Because this is beta, I'm assuming, and there's only like a 7-person team working on this game, I'm assuming that they don't really have that much a priority on trying to get voice acting on this game, because obviously no one ever wants to read anything. So I'm assuming that they're eventually going to have voice acting, but you know, that's just a little thing right now that I'm just trying to name all the improvements, and that's one of them. Let's see. The game is kind of really not very contrasty, because look at this right now. Like it's a lot of grays and browns and like greens, right? So that a lot of things kind of mesh in together, and then sometimes I can't see enemies. So it'll probably differ when I record or upload this to YouTube, because like I change it up a bit in Sony Vegas, and then I make it so that it'll contrast a little bit more. I just add a little effect to it. But in the game, it seems very one-dimensional. All the things look blended in together. So that's another thing. I haven't had a problem with this in a while. It was just in the beginning. Sometimes your hitting your skills, like the actual skills when you use them, sometimes they don't register, and then sometimes you wouldn't be able to actually hit anything. Right, so like see how like I hover my mouse over this, like it'll end up being so I can't even hover my mouse over it, and then nothing will pop up. Like I won't be able to attack it. My skills won't be registering onto the dude. So I'm pretty sure like if I missed, it'll say it missed. If it got blocked, it'll say it got blocked. But at the time, it just did nothing. So that's just a bug fix or something like that. Not really an improvement, but just wanted that added in there. I was going to say that you need a little bit more indication of what to do, but honestly, that's any kind of MMORPG. It's just a mixture between MMORPG and RPG or action RPG, where you actually have to search around and stuff like that to in order to complete your skills. Like usually, action RPGs you just go in a straight line, very linear, and then you're able to what's the word? You're able to complete your quests very easily. But in this game, it's a little bit different. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh, okay. I think I just got like body blocks or something. Anyway, it's a little bit different where you have to actually look around for your skills and pick them up. Okay. Or not your skills. Like look around for your quest completions and then actually, yeah. Let's put a point in there and select my class, Nightblade. I don't want to put points in there yet. And then I want to max this because it gives me more spirit and defensibility, and it's just a straight up passive. That's really, really good. So the next thing is I like to see a little bit more character customization. So going along with the MMORPG theme, like if it would be really cool if it was a character customization, a little bit better, more than that. As of right now, you literally have the same character all the time. The only thing that changes is where the gear you pick up, and then obviously the classes you ended up start using. So, but the actual person, is always the same. So maybe a little bit more character customization where you can change the hair color, or maybe change the type of person it is, or anything like that. So that'd be really nice. One of the things that I don't personally have a problem with this, but I could definitely see other people having problems with this is the idea of constitution. So constitution is this yellow bar that's over your HP, and it's kind of like it's how you get your HP back. So the only way you can get HP back is either through flasks or this constitution. So whenever you're out of combat for a while, you spend some of this constitution in order to get your health back. And so all you need to do is really go out of combat if you're really low, and as long as you still have this as long as you still have that yellow bar, you get the health back with food rations, like you just saw right there. And another way that's it's a little bit different, it's a little bit complicated. But anyway, so it's such a big part of the game, but I feel like it needs a little bit more improvement for the layman, for the person who doesn't really understand, for the person that's first time playing action RPGs. When I first started, it was kind of confusing, but I'm a quick learner in video games, but maybe other people aren't really the same. So if there's like a better explanation of it, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know how to really do it. Maybe I don't know. It just seems like it's such a big part of the game, and then they only had like one tip to it. I just think that they could have done just a little bit better job of explaining it. I already talked about the saturation problem, where it's just everything looks blended in together because like there's just greens, browns, and occasional reds and yellows. So, let's see. Next thing I have here is map completion. I'm still wondering what that means. Oh, I think what it means is, okay, let's finish these guys off first because I have to pull up the map and explain it to you guys. So anyway, so essentially it's just whenever you get a skill, or not a skill, wait, I can just port there? What? Wait, I don't need the portals? Oh my god, this is a first. I don't need the portals. As long as it's open to tuner while it's open, your party members may travel to... Whoa! Okay, interesting. Alright, so on the map, you have these stars, and these stars are basically the NPCs that have quests for you. And when you finish them, on the actual game, it'll turn into a question mark. It'll turn into a question mark saying that you finished the quest, which is weird. I would feel like the question mark would be the ones where like, hey, look, there's a quest here, pick it up. And then the stars would be, hey, you finished the quest here, go complete it. But it's the opposite. Like, question mark means there's a quest for you to... No, it means the quest you need to turn in. And then the star means, or exclamation point means, go pick it up. It's really weird. But on the map, the star means there's an NPC there for you to do anything, and then it won't change when you finish the quest. It'll still be a star here, but this will change. Like this will change from an exclamation point to a question mark. That's like, I feel like that's just like a minor thing. Like it's kind of like a quality of life kind of thing where just change it a little bit. Just make it like, correspond with the in-game and then the map. Let's see. Next thing is sometimes when you get quest rewards. They're like personal portals. Okay. So sometimes when you're playing and you finish your quests, you'll end up getting like some kind of equipment when you finish the game or finish that quest, and then on the window that pops up, it'll look like a ring, but it'll end up being an amulet. So I don't know if that was intended or something like that, but it's fairly confusing. Like I was like, when I got the quest, I'm like, oh, I got a new ring. I'm looking around. Where's my ring? But in reality, it was an amulet. So, yeah, that needs to be fixed. All right. So the next thing I want to touch upon is the dual class system. So I played another game that also had a dual class system, and it wasn't WoW. It was this game called Runes of Magic. It was essentially a copy of WoW, a free version of WoW. It was honestly pay to win. It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. It was pretty much pay to win. But that game had a dual class system, and actually eventually it had a triple class system, and eventually you could buy an item for like hella expensive in-game currency, that is, but like you could buy it with like, it was honestly, in translation with economy and everything, in translation to real money, it was like $20. You could essentially, it was only supposed to be a triple class system, but there was an item that could give you even more classes, so you could end up having like 5. You could have all the classes, but it was just a lot of money. All right. Here's the example. Look, it's a question mark. You have to go and wait. What? Yeah, you have to go and pick it up. I don't know. And then I'm pretty sure the question mark also means you have to. I don't know, dude. But regardless, it's kind of confusing. But yeah, okay, the dual class system. So that game had in short, the game also had a dual class system, and that game had a great way to do it. One of the amazing things about that game was the dual class system, and they did really well with it because the way they did it, like the way they set it up. Once you got a dual class system, each class actually had a specific skills to that dual class. But in this situation, it's not like that. You just have 2 separate classes, each with their own skills. And I was looking through the skills. None of them really have any synergy to them because, let's say I wanted to play an Arcanist and a Nightblade, which I'm doing right now. Like, I chose it because I wanted to have defensive options with my other class, as well as kind of boosting it with other skills. So this defensive option is this one, I think, right here. 100% damage reflected, and then there was another one somewhere was 100% damage absorption. Where is it? I don't know. It was somewhere. Is this it? 10%. That's 10% damage absorption. It was somewhere, but I know. And then plus there was another one right here. This is 25% damage absorption, and then where is it? Down here. I think. Oh, here it is. 100% damage absorption. So I wanted synergy that way for like a defensive options, but there's no like synergy when you actually there's no benefit really or extra benefit when picking that extra class. So I think they should implement kind of a dual class system where you get extra skills, like specific dual class skills, and I think that would be pretty cool. Take a point or two from Runes of Magic, where you get extra skills for picking the dual class. And this is just a small thing. I like to alt tab a lot, alt tab out a lot, and when you alt tab, you end up pausing the game, right? It doesn't say you even pause it, but it ends up pausing the game. And so I guess that's sometimes a good thing because you want to actually pause the game. You don't, maybe you all tapped out and then you don't want anything to happen to you when you're AFK. Sometimes, but I personally, it's a bad thing. Oh God. I personally, think it's a bad thing because it even pauses during load screen. So like I like to alt tab out during during the load screen. And then next thing you know, I would think, oh, it's gonna load when I'm all tabbed. Oh crap! Oh, it's this guy. Shit. It's gonna load when I'm all tabbed and stuff like that. But I just end up wasting my time because it actually didn't load. It pauses the load, or so I don't know. Again, like I said, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, but I just think it's just weird. Like if I wanted to pause the game, I would actually pause the game. Like if I wanted to alt tab out, I don't think it should be pausing the game. Now, on to the good things, right? And the good thing list isn't, very big. So, the one thing I like is the animations. I like the animations for a 7-person team. The animations are actually pretty good. That sounded like a backhanded comment. For a 7-person team, yeah, okay. I like the animation. They're pretty good. They're very unique things. And one of my favorite things is when I was playing the Battle Mage and you use the skill Force Wave, you would use it, kill all these people. All the body was just sent flying. So I thought that was really, really cool. I like that. I like the animations to this game. I like the fact that it's actually pretty simple to play. But that's kind of a trend of all action RPGs. They're really simple to play. You just, and it's very easy to pick up. So there's that. There's that another thing that's going through it. I already touched upon this, but this could also be a good thing depending on how you think about it. It's a nice blend between the action RPG and the MMORPG. Really the MMORPG where it's just like you get a bunch of skills and you have to go around and then looking for your skills, kind of like quests, and you're in the open world and you actually have to look for it rather than shooting in a straight line like traditional action RPGs. That could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. If you're a fan of MMORPGs, then obviously it's a good thing. If you don't like the fact that you have to look around for your quests and you just want to stick with the action RPG kind of thing. Oh, my first nice. What was I saying? If you like the traditional action RPGs and you want to stick around, then oh shit, this is a I can't wear it, and I don't. I'll keep it though. Oh. So if you like the traditional action RPGs, the way that played, then that's just one thing. That could be a bad thing for you. So yeah, there's that.